Delta where I can have my fun. I'm going to the Delta where I can
Hey
have
guys,
my
welcome back to Sunday
fun.
Spinning Sunday, or our FineIsh hour.
What is
Depends
this?
on where you're listening from. You could be listening to this podcast on YouTube, or you could be listening to this podcast on Anchor, Apple Music, Spotify, other things that Mauricio has been telling me all this time.
Me.
Yeah. And hey, Mauricio, how's it going?
Hey, Rye. Oh,
Wow.
Well.
Okay,
I
so
know.
if you're listening to this on YouTube and you're actually on the Sunday Spinning Sunday channel,
Hello.
yes, Mauricio is back in Canada and we are reunited.
I'm back. And legal.
And legal, yes.
I just want to make that clear because nowadays everything is about being legal.
Yeah.
So it's always should be the way it should have been the whole time. But yeah, I'm officially back in Canada, and you guys have no clue of all the things that have happened since then. But long story short, we're living together again. We are now in Toronto, Ontario, and we have different jobs, and we are starting this podcast because
I actually have the same job.
Ryan has the same job. I have a different job, and we are older and wiser, or at least just older.
Definitely
And,
older.
Yeah. A lot a lot has happened. Like I lost English, and I'm taking it back again. But yeah. All right.
Hey.
Hey.
So yeah, I don't know. Do we have to explain this? I don't.
No.
I don't know. No.
I say no.
Yeah, so we started a podcast called Our FineIsh Hour. For those who are listening to Our FineIsh Hour, you kind of already know that maybe. But for those who are listening to this through Sunday Spinning Sunday, we started a podcast because we thought it'd be a little easier to get back in the game. It's less effort to just set up some microphones than some cameras and recording ourselves that
Tell
way.
me about it.
So it's just stepping stones. We hope to return to the channel a little bit more. I can't hear myself. Oh, I can't hear myself. There we go.
Wrong knot.
Okay. Mauricio turned me off for a second.
Oh, there we go.
But he's turned me back on. Cha-ching. I don't know.
My pleasure.
So yes, Sunday Spinning Sunday. We're all about music on this channel. So I guess this episode is going to revolve a little bit more around music.
As it should.
As it should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. Long story short, I think I said the story already. I came back. Nobody's kicking me out anymore. So I think it's important to say that we didn't stop. As you can tell, we stopped uploading videos long ago, but we didn't stop because we didn't like what we were doing. It's just that we hit a moment in our life that was very stressful, was very almost unexpected in a way, and many things start happening at the same time, and we had to be honest with ourselves and understand that our mindset, it wasn't in the right spot, and we didn't want to make things that would make you like you probably would. You could tell in the last episode that I was just losing any kind of energy, and it was because we were kind of getting frustrated with personal things.
Well, you were getting kicked out of the country, so
little things then.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I'll
know.
figure. Okay, I'll
I don't
say it
know.
again. We were stressed with little things that happens to everybody, and it was pretty stressful. And in one point, we weren't enjoying because it went from something fun to almost a must. I think we had to do just for the hell of it, and that wasn't the intention from the beginning.
Yeah.
We were losing the magic of it.
we had to step back.
Yeah.
I remember kind of getting too anxious about creating something every week, and maintaining the job, and you not being around anymore either. It was just too much to deal with. But now that you're back, now that we're doing this podcast, one little step at a time, hey, we can get back there, and I hope to.
Yes, absolutely. And again, like we said, this is mostly music related, so I don't want to take you guys and down my memory lane of how things were. The point is, I'm here. That's the end of it. And if you have any doubts, you can always, write in the comments, and I'll answer.
Yeah.
Not much to it. That's it. Not much drama. I don't care about
Not
drama.
much. I don't know. Should we go into the story that kind of maybe sparked this whole?
I think it has to. It
yeah?
has to happen.
I think
It
that's
has
how
to
we
happen.
should to begin with this.
Oh
thing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there was an incident that happened just a few days ago, 2 days ago, that kind of brought back the idea of coming back to Sunday Spinning Sunday, and to start that up again. So of course, music. That's what we're all about here. And I really fell in love with this one album this year. That's Car Seat Headrests' Twin Fantasy.
Great name.
Yeah,
The
right?
band.
Anyways, this so far has been my album of 2018. And I've really obsessed with this album, and even like album before this, Teens of Denial. And yeah, so
He
they were-
sleeps with the album.
I sleep with it. It's under my pillow every night.
He prays to it. He has a shrine.
Well, I do have a T-shirt and a hat now, so I
That's
guess
a
it's the
shrine.
beginning of a shrine.
Yeah.
So yes. Anyways, they're touring. So Car Seat Headrest did a show at the Danforth Music Hall, and Mauricio and I ended up going.
Hey.
Yay! We've seen a lot of concerts this summer, and maybe we'll talk about them in this episode. Anyways, we were just in line getting merch for Car
As
Seat
you
Headrest.
do.
Of course,
As
as
you
you
do.
do, because support the artists.
Yeah.
And I hate going to malls and buying clothes there. So
I do like
I
going
buy
to
all
malls.
my clothes at
I
venues.
like buying clothes.
He likes buying clothes, but
Dangerous.
yeah, expensive. So yeah, we were in line waiting for some merch, and out of the blue, this
I think the phrase "out of the blue," it's not even enough for that.
out of the black.
Out of the black, the most unexpected thing just happened.
Just this kid, this guy approaches us.
Yes.
Just kind of like taps me on the shoulder, and
God bless him.
and he's just like, "Hey, I just wanted to say, I really enjoyed your stuff on Sunday Spinning Sunday. Nice to meet you and everything or whatever." And he just shook my hand, said, "Yeah, my name's Curtis. I liked your Sunday Spinning Sunday, and yeah."
Can I drag the thing stretch
Please,
a little bit
please.
more? To be fair, I believe because I saw him approaching us, and I was like, okay. So we were both wearing like band t-shirts. I guess he was gonna. I thought for a moment he was gonna say, "Hey, I really like whatever band t-shirt you're wearing," or I thought that was the intention of it, because he was just pointing at us and he's like, "Oh, by the way," like we were talking before. Or something. By the way, I really like Sunday Spinning Sunday, and in my head it just sounded like, I really like, because it made no sense. I was like, wait, who?
What?
You like what? First of all, a name that I haven't heard from on any other human being in probably a year,
Yeah.
and it just in the most unexpected place, and I'm like, you know us? And
The first question out of my mouth was, "Where did you listen to that? Where did you see us? What?
very
what,
smart
what are
question.
you talking about?
a very smart question. It was like, where do you see it? And
Yeah.
and
How do you
he-
know us?"
He in the very he's a gentleman. I just went to. Well, it's in YouTube.
It's on
Like,
YouTube.
you piece of
Come on.
shit. But it was actually like he just throw us off because this never happened. Not even in our family. I don't think my family approached to us like, "Hey, I really like this thing." It's honestly my first time in my life that ever happened in any way.
It was such a weird little moment. It kind of played with our egos for a bit too. It was like,
Not
what?
mine.
Like
I got depressed.
You got depressed.
It makes me anxious.
It was such a surreal moment where we were like, wow, we actually, have a fan base that like people could actually recognize us off the street. Maybe like okay, we were at a venue for music, so yeah, okay, there was a theme that like connected us. But, like, it was in a complete different city. Like, when we started this thing, we were in Hamilton, Ontario. Then we moved to London, Ontario. And now we're in Toronto. And it was just such a weird thing that in this big city, someone actually recognized our faces and had the courage to approach us
Go,
and
Curtis.
say, hey, thank you for, or I enjoyed what you guys were producing.
And to be honest, we look different.
A little bit. You
little
can't
bit.
see that.
Yeah, when you see a guy with an accent and a blonde boy, you're probably gonna be like, it has to be them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in my head it played more like I don't think I call it a fan base, but I call it, well, okay, people watch this, people listen.
He might not have liked it, but he made it clear.
Well, he made it clear that he enjoyed it, and that was the feeling. And like I said, I think it was the opposite for me, ego-wise. It actually made me anxious. It made me feel like guilty in a way because we stopped.
Right.
And it was like, oh my God, do I have, like, is this my responsibility to go with it? Which it's not. But it made me remember that I actually enjoyed it a lot. And there's actually people there that was enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's good to hear it from somebody else, a complete stranger.
Not one of our friends.
Not family.
Not family, nothing. Just someone, and not even like a YouTube comment.
Yeah.
It was an in-person, like, hey, I saw some stuff you did.
Yeah, like, you guys cool. And of course, shout out to his friend who, after all this event, he just looked at us and said, like, I'm just his friend.
Yeah, I'm just his friend. I don't know who you are.
Like, I have no clue. He's going to
No
have to
idea.
explain a lot after this. So, yeah, the thing was, like, it made me so uncomfortable. Not uncomfortable. I think the word is, like, I felt so weird that it wasn't the venue wasn't full or anything at this point. So we were going towards the stage, and I saw them on the right side. And immediately was like, I'm going to the left side.
Sorry, Curtis.
Nothing against him. I wish we could have hung out with him more because he looked like such a radical kid.
Yeah.
Just for being there and say what he said. But like I said, I'm someone. My anxiety was just eating me alive. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I feel bad. Like, he's gonna be like, okay, guys, I just says you don't have to act like that. Just step away. But yeah, no, it was a funny moment.
It really was. It was
Catalyzer.
It's just I don't know. It was our talk for like the beginning portion of the concert, like just our banter before the main act went on. It was just such a funny little moment that happened.
Very
and
unexpected moment.
Very unexpected. You don't expect anyone to
Recognize you.
yeah for something like this on YouTube or whatever. So thank you, Curtis.
God bless.
Curtis with a C or K. We debated that. We were like, what is this guy's
I was
name?
like, are his parents that cool?
Yeah.
And so creative that they were like, it's gonna be Curtis with a K, like Kurt Douglas.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah.
thank you, Curtis, for saying something. We appreciate the shout out or.
Yeah, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
you that's pretty cool. I don't know if I would do that. Honestly, and it feels good. It feels nice, and not even the idea of being recognized. Fuck that. It's just the idea of someone saying, "Hey, appreciate what you did. It was cool," and it was like, "Oh man, thanks." Especially because YouTube isn't or any social media in general. It's just such a pool of people trying to find an excuse to destroy you or just make specific bad comments or whatever, that actually and they're just names, or they're not brave enough to just show their face and say the things they actually think. And then this guy who, after a year of we not uploading a single thing, he's just being as cool and chill and just going, hey, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Just like that's the end of it. And validating what we were doing, and I was like, hey, that's the feeling was more like rewarding than we're known. No, we're not.
Yeah.
Um,
I know. We didn't let it go to our heads like that. Like, oh my goodness, we're famous.
No.
No, it was like, what? Like, it was just more shock than anything.
yeah. So, Curtis, you're a cool boy, and thank you so much. And
Yeah, thank you.
yeah,
you
it-
can say that you re-sparked this channel.
you
if,
gave us that push.
which was always our intention. We've
Yes.
always intended on coming back and talking about music because music is part of our lives and it will never go away. So
Unless we go deft.
exactly, which I feel like is happening.
With so much concerts.
Seriously,
Yeah.
okay. We saw Foo Fighters this summer, and after that concert,
for you to say.
That's it.
what? I felt deaf after that concert. Like I really struggled for a few weeks.
And you never have had the best ear.
No. My dad, he has trouble hearing and always plays loud music, so I always play loud music. It's just the way I was raised. And yeah, I don't have the best ears. I feel like I've done a little damage.
Yeah. Just put
Just a little bit.
Just put a nail on them and just mash them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get it. And I think this generation of just headphones and earplugs, kids are just gonna blast music, and those ears, man, those ears are gonna be gone, be gone forever.
I remember when I first got an iPod. They warned me, don't play your music full blast, but I always did.
Well,
like, I
I think it's the same idea of don't watch TV so
too-
close.
Yeah.
And
That's the thing. With new technology rising like that, you don't know the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get it. Anyways, music.
yes, you know what? Maybe that's a good place to start. Is the concerts we've seen this summer? Maybe starting with the first one that you saw when coming back.
Oh yeah. So, hell, I'm not gonna tell the entire story.
No,
It's gonna-
maybe the Spark Notes version.
the Spark Notes.
Yeah, just like quick
Okay.
version of the
So,
story.
life is funny. I left for exactly a year, and I came back, and this guy across me from the stable.
Hey, that's me, right?
And he received me in the airport along with a bunch of my friends. And the first thing it was he got me a ticket for the new Arcade Fire tour, along with the new CD.
Everything
album.
now.
Everything now, which we know it's not the best, but it grows on you.
It's yeah.
It grows on you.
It's very
Except chemistry.
We like.
Hell with that song. Anyways, yeah, I think the concert was like a week after.
Yeah,
I made it like
in no time. I remember when I bought the concert ticket, I had no idea if you would ever be in Canada for that time, but I just had that feeling you would.
so it was a lottery.
It was a lot. It was like I'm just gonna buy an extra ticket for this guy because I just have a feeling he can get back here by whatever.
Tuesday.
October something or November. I forget what it was.
But yeah, I made it surprisingly, and that was my first concert. Not only since I came back, but my first concert in a year.
Yeah.
The whole year while I was away.
Yeah, not too many concerts in Venezuela right now.
Yeah, if you're curious about it, please read news.
Yes, and hey, go back to our past videos. Mauricio did a couple episodes while in Venezuela.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and there was, I don't know why I want to shout this out, but there was even a episode we did between continents.
Yeah.
A sequel to me reacting to songs in Spanish that was never released.
Yeah, but it's there.
But it's there, and hey, I think I don't know. You were editing it. Was it?
Yeah.
There anything any good in there? Was it an okay thing?
Yeah. Well, I just missing a
Is
clip.
it worthy of re-releasing?
I could try.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to go back to those times.
I know. We'll reassess that. But there could be a lost episode or two in there.
Anyways, we went to Arcade Fire, amazing
Arcade
show.
Fire.
It doesn't matter if you like the last album or not. They know how to.
They know how to throw a show.
They know how to throw a show.
Yeah.
Fantastic way. And
I thought the concept of everything now, for you, I don't know, was something. Just like
for me,
for you, just like everything coming back, just in terms of first world, third world.
oh yeah, coming
Like
back from
I know everything now is kind of a satire on that whole thing.
the
You know, having everything
companies and
now and like how you don't need all this shit.
consumism
Yeah,
and
exactly.
me coming back from a Venezuelan socialism. I need to specify the Venezuelan socialism is at different kinds.
Yeah.
The Venezuelan one doesn't work, and then coming back to Canada, which is primarily, let's just be honest, is more capitalistic behavior. And yeah, the concept of the album goes around that, and it was a transition for me, so it kind of makes sense. And again, amazing show, a lot of energy, very well made as always. Arcade Fire is it's a arena band, like they're just amazing. They have a very special place in my heart, and and then after that, what happened after that?
Concert wise, a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like we're bragging or anything. I have to tell you,
bragging.
No, this has been the most unbelievable summer for concerts. I feel very privileged and very grateful to have seen as many concerts as I have this summer. Some big titles, some big names that I've always been a fan of but never got to see. You know, like Foo Fighters. Like, we saw Foo Fighters this summer, and like
first row.
What? What? Yeah, so like things like that, you know, like I was the first big band I started to fall in love with. So, you know, like I mean, there's a lot that means there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Radiohead.
We saw Radiohead.
And then what did we see after Radiohead? Oh, I think it was Radiohead. Oh man, I'm such an ass. No, we
I was
we
like, which one? Wait, what?
We saw Radiohead back to back. We couldn't pass up two shows. And hey, if anyone's followed this channel, they must know that we are huge Radiohead fans. Even though I don't know, do we talk about Radiohead that often? We talk about Bowie a lot.
I'm pretty sure Radiohead comes up here and there.
Yeah. So you may know our love for Radiohead.
Well, the thing is that they had 2 shows in Toronto after years because during their tour for King of Limbs, sadly there was a stage collapse. It was kind of a bittersweet thing. Sweet in the aspect that it was before the show, so not many, like, you know, there wasn't like
no
the band wasn't there,
around,
the audience member wasn't there. But it's bitter because sadly, during the collapse, the drum technician
Scott
Johnson, thank you, actually got killed by the accident, and that made like a black stain for the band, between the band and the city of Toronto, because they, sadly, it's important to raise awareness about that. There was never from the production company a response about the incident. The band until this day is still talking about it.
The issue in court is still not like no one who was accountable has been held accountable. That's what Radiohead was saying.
Exactly, and they even talk about that during the concert. And it's been a topic that we believe kept them away from the city. For the longest time, but then for the second half of a Moonshade Pool tour that came out of nowhere, thank you, they decided to come back for 2 nights, and I think they finally are at peace with the city. It felt like it.
Really, if they don't come back to the city, it's just hurting the fans more than anything, and they realize that, you know. It wasn't the fans' fault that any of that happened, and they did it for the fans.
Correct. And so the way things are, we went to both shows. We had that. We saw Weezer and Pixies shortly after Foo Fighters, and
shortly after Radiohead. Sorry, the whole timeline is actually getting
To be
a
fair,
little muddled.
these three, there was like a 1 week where everything happened.
Yeah, it was
all the-
everything now.
It was everything right now.
And actually, to end that week, we saw Arcade Fire again.
Again, but with a different group of friends.
The
because-
last show of their tour.
Yeah. And hell, it was amazing.
Everything now continued.
Everything now continues. It's the second half of the tour. Woo. Yeah, no, like the amount of concerts, just like hello. Oh yeah, by the way, we're recording this in a balcony, so sorry
Yeah,
for
we're
the
outside.
noise. But yeah, we had that extra Arcade Fire doses, I would say.
Yes, we got an extra dose of Arcade. And then, the concert was sprinkled with some other shows too. We got to see a cool performance from U.S. Girls. That was a free concert at
Yes.
Yonge and Dundas Square.
That's right.
That was a really cool show. Her last album, sorry, what is it called? Something Poem?
Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. Brain
Wow,
fart.
I know, eh? Both of us. A U.S. poem?
That would be very funny.
No, U.S. Girls. Sorry. I
Okay. Well, I hope you guys can
Somebody-
hear that, but
yeah.
someone's just having the best time on a Thursday night. They're just yelling and drunk on the street. Anyways, I can remember the title, right? I'm just looking for it. And yeah, that was a free concert outside the Eaton Center, which is, I imagine, like a tiny, like a very famous area in Toronto, which is like the tiny, what's that thing in New York? For Christ's sakes. So
what are you talking about?
where all the screens are in New York.
Oh, Times Square.
Oh my God! Yeah, Times Square. I forgot the name Times Square.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you when you were
That's
setting
okay.
that
I
up.
was just having a stroke. So yeah, we just saw it there. Pretty fun, pretty cool. All
Yeah.
free, not packed, which I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But
In a Poem Unlimited. That was the title
There we
of
go.
the album. Sorry.
Amazing, great album. I think it crossed my way so many times before I actually listened to it. It was everywhere. Every record store had it. Every Spotify was like, please listen to this.
Yeah.
You will like it. And I'm like, okay, if you insist, Mr. Spotify. And
And what a cover too, like like just the tears streaming down a girl's face, or her face.
Yeah, and honestly, we weren't very close, like not a second row, I would say.
Yeah.
And but still, though that girl's eyes are
Oh yeah.
a deep blue that actually hurts. It's like the entire sky is just trapped on her eyes.
Which brings me to the story of the concert. She hypnotized one of the security guards with those eyes. She started flirting with the security guard, and he kind of fell for her, I think. We all felt a little unsafe, when she was flirting with him, because the
was
security
no one.
guard was clearly distracted. And
there was no security.
There was just no security. She kind of poked fun at the fact that there was security at the event. She's like, "Oh, you're gonna protect me," and like.
Well, girl,
She
times
was-
are complicated
Times
nowadays.
are complicated, and
You can't
I
just-
appreciate any security on.
Yeah,
any,
please make it rain.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that was a very fun concert. Very simple. Very quick too. For 40
Yeah,
minutes?
it was only 40 minutes.
Yeah.
See, like that. I can't wait to go see her at a full-length concert, and that's how I felt about Grimes too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry, throwback to Oshiega.
But Oshiega is a music festival here in which takes place in Montreal here in Canada, and Oshiega, and yeah, that's honestly, I don't know. I'm just getting lost in the amount of concerts. Humble brag, but I think I need to go over the one that is fresh in my mind right now,
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's important right now, and I'm talking about Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino. Childish Gambino. So yeah,
Stop being such a child.
Chapstick Bambino. So yeah, we saw a concert the concert of Childish Gambino here in Toronto. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. First of all, shout out to our friend who invited us.
Yeah.
He invited us because if not, we wouldn't be able to go.
Thank you, Camille.
God bless you, man.
There's a friend from Montreal who we went to Oshiega with, and he just came out of the blue, out of nowhere, after over a year of not talking to him.
Merci beaucoup, mes amis.
And he took us.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, he speaks French. Baguette. And the whole thing is that, man, like I said to him too, that I didn't know I needed that concert so much.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Like I like Donald Glover. I love him since Community, and I love Childish Gambino. Like honestly, like I listened to the albums, sadly not as much as I'm doing now, because I knew the last one, and of course everybody are into the 3 last song he just released, including the This is America, and Merc, and man, the concert just blew my mind. How the level where this guy is right now, he's a performer of that. I don't know what to say. Honestly, he blew my mind.
Yeah.
So proud of him. I don't know him. He doesn't care about my existence. But honestly, proud of someone who actually decides this is gonna be my path. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm a rapper. God damn it, and he just go with it without denying his past, because we all love him from Community. At least I do. It's very funny, and man, such an amazing show. Good for that guy. I can't wait for the new full album with Childish Gambino. It keeps going.
Yeah. I hear all these rumors, and that the next Childish Gambino album's gonna be the last. I heard that this concert was like the last
From himself.
Yeah. So like, we'll see. I understand saying things like that to relieve some pressure. Because, yeah, you don't want to be someone who fades away for, not always producing the best and topping yourself every time. And just saying that the next project's the last is always a nice way to look at everything. Because, hey, anything could happen.
Yeah, also the fact that Childish Gambino, it's a character. It's that, as I said, that Mr. Glover created, and he could easily, the same way Bo would say bye to Siggy, he can just close that stage of his life and keep going with the producing music, but maybe under a different name or look, because you can tell it's reaching a level right now where he's Childish Gambino finally is like a mature character. And maybe he feels like the message was sent, and now it's time to approach it in a different way.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this isn't the end of Donald Glover.
Oh God, no! And I think people won't let that happen.
No.
Because he just became. Personally, on my playlist in my life, he just became like a music icon. He went far and beyond, because honestly, just I never had the chance to see, like, of course, like let's see, like a Michael Jackson show or a James Brown show, at least not live presence in the place. You see all the DVDs, videos, whatever concert. This, when I was looking at him dancing and singing and everything, I felt like I was seeing an icon.
Yeah.
And the way he danced, the way he connect with the audience, the way he sings, that guy can sing.
Yes. That's what blew me away more than anything, was how good his voice was live. And yeah, we were seeing an icon, a legend in the making.
For 100%.
Like he took the small screen with Community. He's taking the music industry now. He was in the last Star Wars movie, which Solo, which we haven't seen, so unfortunately, can't speak much to that. But he's taking on everything and killing it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was, I don't know, man. It's a funny story, which I think it was probably, they never said it, and I was looking around through, like, reviews or whatever of the concert, and nobody addressed it, but I think there was actually like some sound failures, specifically with "This Is America." Those who were there, we felt it, but nobody else anywhere else addressed it.
It didn't take away from the show.
No. But I'm just saying, like, it was my least favorite song of the night, even though it was one of that you're waiting for the most. It doesn't take it away. It was amazing. There was great dancing afterwards, but the crew and everything, it was honestly fantastic. But the energy that the other songs had, oh, mamma mia, there were those. Whew, the concert, honestly, I didn't know what to expect. I thought I was just gonna see something very chill because, but no, that guy was giving it all. My respects. He just earned a lifetime fan for sure after that.
Yeah. And that's how it is with some concerts. You see them and they just become put on a pedestal after that. Just like,
Yeah, for sure.
watching someone on a stage do their shit is life changing. It can be.
Yeah, that's what they're made for.
Yeah.
Right? That's what a performer is. And he actually pulled it off in a way that I was like, wow, this is my respect. My respect to this guy.
Yeah. If I'm digging anyone's music, I hope I can see them live. That's just a hope I have.
Absolutely. Because there's nothing better than the live version.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. Yeah.
So we did see one more concert. And then now we have one more concert. Let me just talk about that one first before we get into the last bit of this before we wrap this up.
Yep.
Our last concert of the year is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. So that's next month. And Cigarettes After Sex is going to be there opening. So
Woo-hoo!
Really, really excited for that. Back to
the future.
Back to the past, actually. During the summer, we saw also Beach House.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable show there as well.
Super chill.
Super chill. I love when, I don't know, performers, they're not all about their image. I don't know if that, they're not vain in that way, if that makes sense. The whole show was done in silhouette. Same way, like Tool, the lead singer there, he performs in silhouette. They focus on the music more than their physical appearance, which I think helps with the music. If they're not worried about, jumping around or looking nice, or they can actually focus on an experience. Right. So. That's how I felt about Beach House. It was an experience. Woo!
Sirens. This city is super active tonight.
It is.
Woo!
Yeah, it was at the Sony Performing Arts Center, and it was more of a performance show than a rock show or something.
Yeah, but everybody sit down.
Everyone was sitting. It was very chill. Great music, sounded amazing. Really, really cool.
It was long too.
Yeah.
I felt it long. I was like, but okay. Which I'm not complaining. I like a long show. But not longer than Foo Fighters. But it was definitely a very good, chill, necessary, let me sit down and enjoy music kind of show. And you're right. It wasn't about look at me, still in the show here on stage. Mm. It was like, hi, this is the music, and that's it.
Yeah.
Period.
And Beach House, so good. Their last album, 7, amazing. 7. Oh, no. I know where you're going with that.
90s references.
90s reference.
Yeah.
Okay, Monica.
7.
Uh,
They're coming for me, Ryan.
yeah.
Okay, I was lying. I'm not here illegally.
Ah!
Yeah, no, I'm legal.
Okay. Yeah. How are we doing on time? How long has this been?
49.
Wow.
No, I'm lying. It's 40 actually.
Stop toying with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's just one little story we wanted to talk about on Beach House. I don't know if I really want to go there, but
Oh, I know. I know.
I think it's a funny little thing. And then we'll wrap this up.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Take your time.
Yeah. I don't even know where to begin.
But you know where to end.
I know where to end. Okay, so last year, New Year's, I was in Toronto, and it was the night I decided I wanted to move to Toronto. And, we were hanging out with friends, and there was this girl there, and she was a friend of a friend, and this wasn't the first time we've met. This might have been the second, third time.
Oh, God.
Anyways, of course I was reintroduced to her and, whatever. Anyways, she ended up filling in for another friend at the Beach House concert. One of our closest friends could not make it to the concert, unfortunately. I really feel bad for you, Kevin. I'm so sorry.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I know you'll be fine. But, anyways, this friend of a friend filled in for this friend. Anyways, I run into my friend's girlfriend, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm here with this friend who filled in for Kev."
Which you already know.
Which you already know. Anyways, like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're sitting over there. So they actually both end up joining us and saying, "Hey," and for some reason I cannot remember this girl's name.
As it happens with many other people.
I know, but when it's the third, maybe fourth time you've met
It
someone.
could be 10 times with me, and I probably still forget.
Yeah, and you don't remember someone's name. You feel a little weird. And, like, she knows my name. She knows me well.
Your name is
apparently.
normal. It's
Yeah,
easy to remember.
actually,
Not that her name is not normal. What I mean is that your name is easy to remember.
Right. Actually, I believe she was a fan of Sunday Spinning Sunday.
Shout out.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's like, "Hi, I'm Alicia. We met obviously. You don't remember me." And she made that joke of me not remembering
laugh.
her own name.
We laughed.
And I'm like, "It's not you. It's my memory. I have a bad memory."
Excuses.
Which I do. I'm bad with names. Like, I'm really bad with actors' names, or like, I can't remember who
Your mom's name.
Who? Anyways, I'm Alicia. Blah, yeah. Anyways, we had a conversation, and they were about to leave to go see some other friends at the concert, and I confidently, 100%, like, I was confident with her name. And I'm so sorry, but I said, "Okay, yeah, bye, Ashley." I messed up her name as we were saying goodbye. It was Alicia, and I said Ashley.
Which it was like a second that felt like a year.
Yeah, and it was, I didn't understand. You gave me a look, like,
I look at you like, I thought you said something else. I thought you said another word, and I was like, why would you say that? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what is it? What did you say? I thought you said something else. I wasn't, what do you call it? Ashley? Yeah, and
yeah,
then I'm like,
Ashley.
why you say that? It's like,
'Cause
what?
that's her name.
That's her name. I don't know. Whose? I was like, Ashley. It's like, who's Ashley? Ashley.
Ashley. We were just talking to Ashley.
Her? No. Whoops. Yeah, I thought you were talking about something else, and it's like, no, you cannot be that wrong. She just said her name. She just said her name 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I think it was the biggest display of ignorance I've ever shown.
And for a moment, I was like, because she turned and laughed and walked away. So my options are: 1, she realized you forgot her name, and she was like, "Oh, I can't believe this fucker. Let me just laugh." Or 2, she just laughed because she was like, he couldn't forget my name. He
No.
could not. So she
it was
laughed
like 10
like,
seconds ago. I just said it.
yeah. So she probably was like, ha ha ha, cool joke.
Yeah.
But
No.
it doesn't seem like that was the.
No, I'm just that big of an idiot. I'm dyslexic in speech.
So
you
just
know,
dyslexic.
Ashley and Alicia, you know, it was too close. And wow, like for the fourth time meeting this person, I still couldn't remember. But as a good like wrap up of this story, Alicia, I will never forget your name.
Doesn't make her feel better. The thing is, when you don't remember somebody's name, you don't say any name. You just go bye, and then they just shut up.
Yep.
You
But
know,
I was so confident.
I know you were like it has to be, but
I went all in.
me even if I know the name, I'm sure I'm still going bye girl or bye or
Anything would have been better with than
anything.
what I did.
You know what? Stay quiet. It's always a good policy. But the thing is that then the concert start, and that's the only thing I had on my mind.
Yeah.
And again,
I was just so excited for Beach House that
no,
I'm trying to justify my
no.
ignorance.
It's like no, but it's okay, Ryan. Like I'm pretty sure life will forgive you, and the audience will.
I just hope Alicia will forgive me.
Please tell me that wasn't.
A Freudian slip. I
You know what that is?
yeah, I do.
Okay. Continue.
Anyways, I hope Alicia will forgive me. I know it's not
Amen.
the first. I don't think that will be the last time I will see her, and I hope we have a good chuckle about this in the future, like we are now, or at least did at the moment.
I hope so.
I hope. If not, I don't know. I'm human. I make mistakes, a lot of them. And a lot of them I feel like have to do with speech.
To solve
The
that.
twisted tongue.
Yeah. I talk too much just because I'm trying to avoid any mistake
Yeah.
on my way. And it's usually the opposite.
Another reason why I hate being on YouTube. Oh, goodness. All of my words are being documented. Aye.
Yep. Thanks, Curtis, again.
Yeah, thanks, Curtis, for bringing us back.
Yep.
And bye, Ashley.
Anyways, guys, it's we're in minute 47, and to be fair, when we said we were gonna do this, we talked about 30 minutes. So we went over.
Well, we had a lot to talk about concert-wise, I guess.
Yeah, it's always fun.
So, yes, I hope you enjoyed our FineIsh Hour. Check us out on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, some other things. Or YouTube with Sunday Spinning Sunday. I guess maybe this is technically a Sunday Spinning Sunday episode.
Yeah, we're gonna have a playlist where we're gonna be uploading this in a video format. So far, just stylish thing, and maybe we'll record some, or we have fun with it in the future.
Mhm.
But just to let you know, this is like our first step or a stepping stone to trying to revive something that we actually enjoyed and love. And
we really want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're
Yes!
less than 40 away from that milestone.
yeah,
We're
take us
excited to
there.
hit that. So please, yes, do the normal like,
higher.
share, subscribe.
Take me higher. So yeah, if you guys do the class, I haven't said this in
I
a
know,
while,
right?
but
It felt weird to say that.
share, like, and subscribe. And
Tell your mother we're back.
and yeah. You know what? Do whatever you want
Yeah.
because we trust you guys. If you're all like Curtis, I trust you. Just thank you for those who don't subscribe. Thank you for those that are still around. That
Shout out to you, Trish. I hope
Yay.
you're still there.
Oh, you know it, girl. And thanks to those that have been around, have been so positive, that have been have been complimenting whatever we do, whatever we do, and been such a good energy to have around. Those are the reasons why that helps to come back and try it one more time and just turn into what it used to be. Just us having fun talking about what we love the most, which is music. And yeah, this is the first step, just talking and make it work.
Yeah. So I guess we'll sign off there. And I'm Ryan.
I'm Mauricio.
And keep on spinning, guys.
Have a great
Wow.
day. I'm Jane Ryan.